Welcome! Today, we're diving into one of the most fundamental concepts in physics, Newton's first law of motion. It's a principle that governs everything from the motion of planets to the way we move in our daily lives. Let's explore how it works. Newton's first law, often called the law of inertia, states that an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and in the same direction, unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. But what does that really mean? Inertia is the resistance of any physical object to a change in its state of motion. This means that the more mass an object has, the more it resists changes to its motion. So, a heavy object is harder to start moving and harder to stop once it's moving. Let's consider a stationary object, like a book lying on a table. The book will stay at rest unless a force, like your hand, acts on it. Without that push, the book would just stay there indefinitely. Now think about a moving object, like a soccer ball rolling on a field. According to Newton's first law, that ball would keep rolling forever if there were no forces like friction or gravity to slow it down and eventually stop it. Unbalanced forces are what change an object's state of motion. These can include friction, gravity, or even a push or pull from another object. When these forces act on an object, they can change its speed, direction, or both. Newton's first law is essential for understanding not just physics, but everyday experiences. From driving a car to playing sports, this law explains why things move or don't move the way they do. So, whether it's a planet orbiting the sun or a simple object on your desk, Newton's first law of motion is at work. Remember, objects stay in their current state until a force changes that. Thanks for joining me on this exploration of motion, and keep an eye out for Newton's first law in action in your everyday life.